SMR Podcast Network. You should be listening. Alright, I'm back. Let's see about this here. Alright, technical difficulties fixed, and let us keep this thing going. Nobody's in the room just yet. It looks like it's going to fill up. I had like this whole list of poll questions, but because I had to end everything, I think it's all gone. Let me check. Maybe I'll get lucky. Hey, what do you know? I got extra lucky. Anyway, I don't know who's going to get on this, who's not going to get on this. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, yep, here to review, Daniel's back. There we go. Here to review Hell in a Cell live for y'all. Okay, I need this to go away. Like, seriously. It's directly in my way. Settings, let's turn this on here. Oh, this ain't gaming. Why are you doing that? Interactive, nope. Put that mofo up. All right, save that. Daniel, if you're the only one in here, appreciate it. Dude, that ending was hot garbage, if I do say so myself. It's like doing these questions, all it does is get in the way. Like, I don't know what the hell to do to make this thing stay away forever. So, maybe hold it right there. I don't fucking know. Anyway, he said, give me some Taco Bell and I will show you what I think of that ending. Michael Larkin, what's going down, knowledge and promo champion. So yeah, boys, I got to talk about this fucking pay-per-view. It's definitely on everybody's godforsaken mind. I know it's on my mind. What's also on my mind is how to get rid of this stupid poll thing. All it does is wants to keep just showing up. So I take on Chris in 3 weeks. Thank you for the correction, Mr. Larkin. Okay, I can't. Oh my good lord. How can I get rid of this now? Because now I don't want any of these. Because all it does is take over my entire screen and I can't see what you find, folks. You know what? I can't see what you find, folks. Are going to tell me. I'm going to be my own viewer in my own gimmick. No, shut up. I don't need the volume on. I just want to be able to see what you guys are telling me. So, bingo. Hopefully that works out well. It'll work fine for me. My ugly face will distract me a different day. That's no big deal. I don't ever talk about the pre-show. I said that before I had to restart this video. But I do want to gauge your guys' opinion on this opening Hell in a Cell match with Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. To recap it, and this is not one of these matches you can recap. You really kind of just need to go watch it because I thought it was awesome. Excuse me. The great thing about this match is these ladies legit beat the crap out of themselves or beat the crap out of each other all over the place, and it was fan-freaking-tastic if I say so myself. They they beat each other with kendo sticks, with chairs, with tables, with fucking ladders at one point. Like, they beat each other with everything. They threw each other all over the place. There was the Meteora while Becky was sitting in a chair. There was the bank statement with a kendo stick. It was just, all this was just like really good, but eventually Lynch got the disarmer and wins. She retains the belt. Sounds like the fans weren't exactly super happy over this, the way it ended. I don't know why you're not so happy about the way this ended. I felt it ended great. I enjoyed the entire match. That's just me. So, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe I just don't know. I'm gonna invite everybody and their mama to this thing. Come talk to your boy. You know, come talk with your boy. Anyway, Teddy P. I know Teddy P's got some things to say about this show, if he was even watching this show. All right. Pretty sure Dazzy Lee's asleep, so we're not going to send anything to him. I invited all of these other fine folks. Hopefully they join in into this crazy madness. So I know I'm already jumping a little bit ahead, but this thing is staring me in the face. I cannot, for the life of me, do anything without getting this thing out of the way. So the first question I have up for you guys is, and again, I'm jumping ahead. Who had the better women's match tonight? Was it Becky and Sasha inside a Hell in a Cell, or was it Charlotte and Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship? Which just gives, I think, Charlotte like the 13th reign. I think she's already officially beaten Randy Orton, or tied Randy Orton. Excuse me. I personally felt Becky and Sasha was a little bit better of a, not a little bit, a whole lot better of an opening match. Actually, a match overall, not just an opening match. It was great. Probably even close to one of the best matches on the night. But speaking of a pretty dang good match, I'm really shocked I'm saying that with guys like Roman Reigns in it. But Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan taking on Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, the former, Bludgeon Brothers. Um, so yeah, make sure you guys are voting down there below. I know that it's on there. It probably popped up on your guys' thing. Um, vote who had the best women's match in your opinion, Sasha or Bayley, or Becky and Sasha, or I mix it up. Anyway, you see it down there. Make sure to vote. This tornado tag. Now, first off, whoever showed up to WWE offices or sat down with Vince McMahon or whomever and told them, "Hey, bro, you need some fucking continuity." Thank you. Seriously, because you knew this match was going to be a crazy, all out of control match. They knew it was probably going to end up being no DQ, so they turned it into tornado tag. They beaten the crap out of each other. There's fucking continuity. Okay, there's an issue later on in a match where it actually makes sense that the guys got disqualified, and it was in the 6-man with AJ, but I'm pushing ahead right there. But this match was another match. It was a fucking brawl all over the place. Like I said, they beat each other everywhere. Daniel Bryan looked like the ultimate baby face, as he should. Roman's out there doing everything that he can to garner attention, to stay on the good side. There was the power bomb through the announce table, or they attempted it. Excuse me. Daniel countered it with a Hurricane Rana. They hit the spear. That's when Rowan goes across and through, I want to say, the Spanish announce table. There's the running drop kicks by Bryan. There was a Superman punch, and then Bryan hit the running knee, and then it followed up with a rain spear on Harper. That's how it ends the match. After the match, Bryan puts his hand out, and he wants to shake it, but he pulls it away. Bryan then gestures for a hug instead. The fans broke out in a massive yes chant. They ended up hugging for a huge pop. And yeah, then we get a Seth Rollins promo where he's like, "Oh, I hope I can do this. Oh, I hope I can beat the Fiend." Like, dude, you sound like such a fucking weenie. It's just not right. It's just not right. So I know I just talked about the tornado tag, and I already put up one poll. Now I'm putting up another poll. This one gives you 3 fine options. Is it just me, or was this tornado tag actually pretty all right? Yeah, it was great. Fuck, you're fucking crazy, bro. Or it was all right. Go ahead and make your choices below. These things do not run all night long. As I go down, they will then finish. So if you got your vote in, great. If you didn't, I apologize. And trust me, I have a few more to go tonight. But yeah, apparently I have one question on here twice. Well, oh well there, guys. Let's go with I'm going to vote and say, it was all right. Now, can you please go away? Thank you. Robert is laughing because he finds this quite funny, as do I. And then we get this impromptu match that apparently was stirred off of some madness during the pre-show. And this match is Randy Orton versus Ali. Um, I think Michael Cole kept trying to call him Ali. It's like, bro, it's not how you fucking say his name. His name's not Ali. Anyway, the point is the dude fucked up his name. Anyway, this match, I don't know why I felt like this match was a slight ripoff of Seth versus Randy at WrestleMania, but it's kind of what it felt like. Kind of felt like Seth versus Randy at WrestleMania. But I mean, there was a little bit more of an athletic guy in there, like Ali is. He's a little bit more of an athletic guy. Well, I wouldn't say he's more athletic than Rollins. You know what? No, I'm lying. I would say he's more athletic than Rollins. So let's just get to the point. There was a 054 attempt. Randy moves. Ali lands on his feet, hits a tornado DDT, misses another 054. Orton hits the draping DDT, misses an RKO. And I forget how this goes. Ali fought back. Orton hit an RKO for the win. It was off of a counter. I think he was going up for something. He was going for a splash, and he caught him, and that was the win. Is Randy Orton being pushed? Is he meant to be like a 15-time world champion? Is that what's going on right here? I don't understand why Randy Orton needs to be winning any matches, let alone a match against an up-and-coming guy like fucking Ali, of all people. But I mean, hey, he's Randy Orton. He's the 13-time world champion, and apparently he's eventually going to be an 85 world-time fucking champion because they have to continue to push people. We're told that we're going to get a last woman standing match between Natalya and Lacey Evans tomorrow night on Raw. I don't give a shit. I don't think you guys should either. Ali did look really good. The counter into the RKO was superb. Randy, from all of his years of doing all the great stuff that he's done, has learned as many counters as possible. I mean, he beats if we go back in time, I think the most infinite one is the one with Evan Bourne as he's doing the moonsault. So again, see CJ right here, full blown agrees with me. He has no fucking idea why the hell Randy Orton's going over Ali. It makes no sense at all. Unless you plan to have Randy Orton in some big match here in Saudi Arabia, because that seems to be what the main objective is right now. Everything is planned for Saudi Arabia. We have the Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez happening in Saudi Arabia. And apparently Cain still doesn't have a contract signed. We are supposedly getting, if not, it's going to it's a rumor and a possibility. Excuse me, there you go. The shooting star press, not a moonsault. Thank you, Michael. It looks like we're going to get Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman in some capacity, also at Saudi Arabia. Like, dude, don't we have shows that people give a shit about that you guys should be fucking planning for? We're coming off of what was the highest rated SmackDown since God only knows when, and we come out here, and let's be frank. Okay, let's be honest. Let's make this a shoot for, those wrestling fans that love the lingo. This show wasn't horrible. It started out pretty okay, and it ended like a big pile of shit. You know what, dude? Tyson Fury versus Strowman is a waste. If it doesn't happen at Mania, it shouldn't happen at all. You put it on any other fucking show, and it's a fucking absolute waste. You're 100% correct. But let me get into this next match of the Kabuki Warriors against Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. I'm not going to get a whole lot into it. Let me just say that I agree that it was fine. It was fine. I'm not going to go and say that the fucking match, blew my skirt up or any of that shit. It was fine. So let's make the question super fucking obvious. I have another poll question for you. Do you guys now give a shit about the women's tag team championships? It's a simple question. Do you care about the women's tag team championships? I'm going to say yes, as I vote in all of my own polls. It was at that a decent match. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't horrible. I've seen a hell of a lot worse, especially with the likes of Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Fire and Desire. Hell, the fucking Iconics have had worse matches. If you want to talk about bad matches as women's tag team champions, you talk about the Iconics. Whew. Boy, howdy, that is some bad talking there. But anyway, this match, like I said, all in all, was fine. The kicks are great. I enjoy watching Asuka. I miss watching Asuka. Let me be frank, because they don't give her any more fucking television time as they should. And I agree with you, though, CJ, dude. Asuka should be a women's top wrestler. She should be SmackDown Women's Champion and not Charlotte Flair. But the fact of the matter is, she is stuck as a Kabuki Warrior. And at least she's got Kairi Sane right there. So, there's, up-and-coming talent. And now they have the Women's Tag Team Championships. Hopefully they get a little bit more love. We'll see where it goes, though. I wouldn't be surprised if with it by the end of the year, we see Asuka, being a singles competitor. They are absolutely squandering Asuka. Hell, they're speaking of squandering people, look at Kairi Sane, for crying out loud. Granted, some people just don't get the Kairi Sane aspect, but she is really good in the ring. She works very well. In my personal opinion, I love both ladies, but I would split them up. I'd have one on SmackDown, one on Raw. Let them both be the dominant forces in their division. If that makes it stereotyping, then it is what it ain't. Right? See, Kyrie's great. She could be great. The fact of the matter is she should be great. They are like we just got done talking about. They are pushing the Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman thing. Like I said, I'm guessing Saudi Arabia, which is an even bigger waste than the fact that they're gonna actually have a fucking stare down at Raw. And in Bakersfield. Like, bro, I live in Southern California. I live in San Diego. Okay. You want to tell me they're going to have a fucking stare down when they're in LA? Fine. You want to tell me they're going to have a stare down when they're in Oakland? Fine. You're going to tell me they're going to have a fucking stare down in Bakersfield? I give a shit about Bakers. Why in the hell would Tyson Fury give a shit about Bakersfield? So, you know what, Rob? That's not a hell of an idea, dude. The NXT women's division is rather slim right now, and Asuka and Kairi Sane down there could do very, very good work with girls like Aaliyah. So, dude, give me that faction right there. Sane, Asuka, and Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, and Asuka. Give me that as a faction. I don't know what the hell you'd call them, the Japanese wrecking crew, shit, or maybe just make Io Shirai a Kabuki Warrior. Fuck it. Oh, I really don't like that name though. Anyway, that's all beside the point. Speaking of Braun Strowman and all the Braun Strowman-ness that we're gonna get, and we're gonna get a bunch of it. Braun Strowman and the Viking Raiders. Who else was pissed? And I'm raising my hand, and I hope a lot of you all do while you're listening to me. Raise your hand, give me a thumbs up, whatever. How many of you were upset that it wasn't Ricochet or at least like Cedric Alexander? I was hoping for Ricochet because I was like, dude, this exact match happened in New Japan. Like, let's get it again, bro. And it didn't happen, and I'm a little disappointed. I think Braun is going to start a program with fucking AJ, I think. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about all that. Should Braun be the next U.S. champ? Should he and AJ be a real feud? Because I don't see the point of the Viking Raiders making it a thing to go up against the OC. Hell, if you're talking about guys going back down to NXT, the OC should go back. They're doing absolutely nothing with these guys. They are squandering them like nobody's business. They randomly got the belts for a week, 2 weeks at best, I think it was, and then they gave them right back. Like these are like 3-time IWGP Heavyweight Tag Champs, and they're absolutely being just wasted. Yes, OC to NXT, Aleister Black. Speaking of Aleister Black, where the fuck is Aleister Black? You're giving me an impromptu match with Ali and fucking Randy Orton, and I can't get no Aleister Black. I can't get no Black Mass. Like this, is this why Finn went back down? Because they legit only want to push who they want to push, and everybody else is going to sit on the back burner. And when we decide to use you, the crowd's going to love it. But then we decide we don't like using you. It's whatever. And then speaking of whatever, this match was kind of whatever. But Aleister Black is beyond overrated. Every single person watching me right now can full blown agree he's beyond overrated. The guy should be at least in a fucking mid card title picture. He should be going up against Shinsuke. I just wrote it right there. WWE, your next challenger for the IC championship should be Aleister Black, the Kinshasa versus the Black Mass. If you don't make it happen, you do not love professional wrestling. Yeah, I went that far. But like I said, this match was whatever. The OC ended up triple teaming Braun Strowman, which was perfectly understandable. Then the ref disqualified them. Also perfectly understandable. It makes sense. Continuity is fantastic. See, even CJ agrees with me. Shinsuke versus Black would be sick. And yes, it absolutely would be. So I'm not done with my continuity rant. It goes for quite a while. And then I think I got another question for this next match. And let's see here. Can I find it? Bingo. And I don't know why this keeps happening. I appreciate you guys voting. I really do. This makes it fun for me. But the next question is one I'm sure we're all going to get a unanimous answer for. Do you want to see Baron Corbin and Chad Gable continue their fucking feud? And I'm going to answer with the simplest answer, quite possibly. No, get Baron Corbin off my hot damn television. I'm sick of seeing Baron Corbin. I could give a shit about Baron Corbin. I'm done. Do you hear me? I'm done. Now, mind you, I'm the guy that 2 years ago sat in the 8th row at the fucking Pachanga's Arena or whatever here in San Diego watching SmackDown cheering Baron Corbin. That's right. I was excited for Baron Corbin. He has since taken a giant shit, and I could give a rat's ass. This King gimmick sucks. It's annoying. And then you have him go out there with The Rock, and The Rock just buries the dog mess out of this guy? And you think I still want to see him? Because The Rock embarrassed him. I'm supposed to give a shit, and I want to see him. You're completely out of your mind. I'm officially sick of these like short jokes. Shorty Gable is this new name that's going around. Everybody was kept asking what this Shorty G trademark was. Well, guess what? Shorty G is Shorty Gable. And I don't like it. I think it's dumb. You want to know why I think it's dumb? Because this dude is fucking great. And you're burying him. You are making fucking short jokes like he's shorter than Rey Mysterio or something. And I love Rey Mysterio. But let's be honest here. For those of you who know, Rey Mysterio is 5'2". Okay? He's 5'2". Chad Gable is nowhere near that short. He's fantastic in the ring. His promos are better than some of these other guys that are supposedly main event stars. And yet, he's constantly in a feud with fucking Baron Corbin. Thank you. Bring back the Lone Wolf, dude. You want a gimmick that was over? That was over. Okay, that was over. I enjoyed the lone wolf gimmick. You had him as Constable Corbin. He's out there fucking wrestling in a suit, like looking like an asshole. It can look like an asshole when he used to do it. And then you give him the crown, and we knew whoever got the crown this time, because King of the Ring had been gone for so long, they were going to don the whole king gimmick like they used to do. So I don't he needs a new gimmick. He absolutely needs a new gimmick. But I mean, Chad Gable is one of those guys. You can, if they were smart enough, they would have legit given him the Kurt Angle gimmick. They would have continued to play on the fact that he's an Olympic wrestler and he competed with Team USA and he and he this and he that, and they needed to play off of that so he could be the next fucking. Let's just make it cut and dry right here. The fucking Jason Jordan thing should have never happened. It should have been Chad Gable. That should have been his rocket to the fucking top. But no. They fucking ruined it. And you know what? Ricochet as king would have been fantastic. I enjoy the idea of Ricochet as king because, he donned that gimmick in New Japan. He was King Ricochet. It worked out well. I don't really want to talk about this whole match that much. I'm just glad that Gable won. Congratulations, Chad Gable. I don't know why Greg Hamilton called him Shorty Gable, because apparently King Corbin holds that much power that he's telling the announcers what to fucking say, like he's Shane McMahon. R-Truth come out. I guess they're talking about the international commentators. They're running down the gauntlet. They're going through, French, Japanese, all that shit, Portuguese, and out comes Tamina. And she's chased by R-Truth and Carmella, and this was like this part right here. I fucking died. Okay, I fucking died. And you know what, dude? Funaki is he's over. Do you understand me? He's over. He's at a commentary booth, and we don't ever see the cat, and he's fucking over. Okay, Tamina gets she grabs Funaki because he kind of ends up getting dragged as she's running away, and she pushes him. She pulls him in front of Carmella, and him and Truth have a fucking Karate Kid off, and they're just like, "What's up, bro? What's happening?" He Truth busts out the crane and shit, and then Funaki takes off his jacket. And he does one pose, and R-Truth's like, "You know what, bro? I'm not fucking with you." He bows to him and the whole everything. He was like, he's like, "I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of it at all." And then Carmella super kicks Tamina. 1, 2, 3. R-Truth is, from what they're saying, a 20-time 24/7 champion. I can't even say that properly. What the hell? I think Raven was 18-time hardcore champion, but 20? This is ridiculous. Kung Fu Naki. I love it. Kung Fu Naki. He was great, dude. He had a 10-second spot and was the most over guy on the show. He had a 10-second spot and was the most over guy on the show. Why Tamina? Tamina had just won the championship. I don't know how Marshmello lost it, by the way. The problem is I'm not following the craziness that is this 24/7 championship. So I don't fucking know. Oh god. Then we get Charlotte Flair versus Bayley SmackDown Women's Championship match. I expected a lot more out of this. I really did. Bayley pulling out the Ric Flair moves, using the ropes for leverage. The ref catches her. Flair rocks Bayley with a boot, locks in the figure 8, and that's it. And I was like, what do you mean that's it? That's it. And then Bayley throws a fit after losing the belt. It's like, dude, you're trying to be a heel. It's not working about you being a heel. What the hell? R-Truth and Funaki Haku, or it's Kung Funaki likes to drink that sake. He says, what the fuck is a what the fuck is a marshmallow? Apparently marshmallow is some, I don't know, what the fuck is a marshmallow? Hold on. I think he's a DJ. I'm going to look. Marshmallow. It's going to bring up shit about computers, isn't it? Marshmallow is a DJ. He had won the 24/7 championship on the Friday Night SmackDown debut on Fox, which, by the way, Paul and I have a review. Go check that out right now. It's shameless plug. Spotify, SoundCloud.com/SmartMark Radio. Soon to be... God, I don't know what else. We're trying to just be everywhere. You know what, dude? She can't be heel. He's an EDM guy. Thank you very much. I said DJ. I don't... You get it. You know what I mean. I think... He's like, I think... I don't know. I don't know what these goddamn kids listen to these days. Paul Rob out here with the old man answer. He's like, I don't know what these kids don't know shit. Anyway, this match was quick. I think it's 13 for Charlotte. If anybody that's got the number has a better number for me, let me know. She's like super close to her dad. I mean, it's ridiculous. See, the self-promotion, that's why I'm so famous right now. I will legitimately have a conversation with anybody down the street and then tell them, hey, check me out on SoundCloud.com/SmartMark Radio. And they're like, excuse me? And then I hit him. And I tell him, listen to my shit. And I run away. I try to come up with something funnier. I legit want to come up with cards. So thank you. I appreciate all that. The chance to it's 10 for Charlotte. Thank you, sir. Everybody's telling me 10. See, I knew I was a few over the line. So, okay, 10 works for me. But I mean, this match kind of sucked. And then, like I said, Bayley throwing a fit sucked. And I can't see her become a heel. I don't see how that could work in any way, shape, and or form. Then we get to the main event of the evening. And I want to ask this. I want to ask this very, very simple question. And no, it's not a poll question. This very is a perfect 10. I like that. Andrade certainly thinks so. Damn right. Nice to meet you. Now listen to my shit. You want to listen to my mixtape? Anyway. So I have a question for you guys, and I'd like a straight up answer. Whoever's listening, if you can give me an answer in the comment section below, it'd be fantastic. In a Hell in a Cell match, is there disqualification? Is a Hell in a Cell match a no DQ match? I'm gonna let that stew. Anyway, why the fuck was there red dark light surrounding the ring? Like I'm supposed to believe I'm watching what the fuck is it? Nightmare on Elm Street or something. Like I'm watching Freddy Krueger out here. Like why do I need this light? See, thank you, Michael with a brain knows. Hell in the Cell, anything goes. So before I even really get into this match, besides the terrible lighting, why in the fuck did this end in a disqualification? Why in the fuck did this referee decide he wanted to play goddamn Dr. Phil, think he was Dr. Carol Shelby in there, like, you don't have to do this, Seth. You don't have to do this shit. Imagine the man you're going to be. Like, dude, go to hell. Fuck off. If I want to kill this fucking dude, I'm going to kill this dude, and you're going to fucking count 3, and there ain't jack shit you're going to do about it, bud. It just... Hell in a Cell, what the fuck ever. Okay. The funny thing is Hell in a Cell happened, and for those of you who are following us on the Retro Rewind, February 5th episode of Monday Night Raw, Diesel is actually talking about how they're going to have a cage match and how Hell froze over because they're going to be in a cage and it's going to be Hell. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to read this exact comment because it deserves to be read. This is from Michael Larkin. Because you can do 15 to 20 curb stomps, use tables, ladders, chairs, a fucking toolbox, but God forbid you use a sledgehammer. Now, again, I ask you, the viewers, has Triple H ever been stopped, legitimately stopped, and begged and pleaded, hey, don't use this sledgehammer? No, I don't fucking think he ever does or ever has. This match had potential. It had the makings of what could have been great, what could have been a legitimate stepping stone for Bray Wyatt, but now I'm not sure. And with that being said, I have another poll question to go ahead and ask. I have a couple more before we end it here. Does this ending hurt the Fiend in any way? The poll is up now. Two obvious answers. Nope, he's too good to keep down. Or the obvious answer, yes, the Fiend is dead. So I will take the time to let you guys answer that. But again, I don't get it. I don't understand it. This was not something that like enticed me. I was not overly excited during the middle of this match. My whole thing is I'm watching this match and it's like, thank you. If it was New Japan, it wouldn't have been stopped. You want to know why? Continuity. Continuity. It makes sense. It makes sense. I apologize for my video if it does go crazy on you. Old laptop video quality, not the greatest. Again, you could check out the audio version later on. But again, to continue to talk about this god-awful thing, just like Michael said, there was about 15, 20 different curb stomps that went down. Bray sold almost none of them. I swear to God, I was feeling like I was watching Hulk Hogan out there, just no-selling everybody's offense, you know, right here. You know what I mean? Rather than do all that, restart the match, and then he ends up rising up anyway, fucking hits the mandible claw. I'm glad he talked about the blood. Thank you, Michael, for bringing up the blood. I know the poll's up there. I'm going to let it go for a couple more minutes because the next one I have is talking about said thing. David, what's going on? I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. Just doing some work. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm used to saying this, but the best match of the night for me was the opening match. And that's my God's honest opinion. The opening Hell in a Cell match between Becky and Sasha was probably the best match of the night and easily, hands down, 2 times better than this main event. So it's a 50-50 split. You guys think Bray's dead. The other half of you guys think Bray is not dead. Get your votes in now. In about 30 seconds, we're going to switch to another one. The question should be right in front of your screen, David. If you're using your phone, you'll see a little graph, and that's white. The question is, did the ending to this main event hurt the Fiend at all? And some people have said, no, he's too good to keep down. Some have said, yes, the Fiend is dead. Go ahead, check that out. Yes, sir, the pay-per-view. If you didn't watch it, don't trip. It's going to be up for a little bit. So speaking of things being up for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put up the next awesome question because we know what's going on now. They're jumping more to the attitude part. They're trying to do the whole gimmick where they make you believe that it's more where they make you want to believe that it's more real than it really is. Did you enjoy the bloody mandible claw? I know some of you are going to say yes. I know some of you are going to say no. The thing about the bloody mandible claw is this is supposed to be like a horror-ish thing. The guy's a fucking demon, blah, 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 blah. It all makes sense in some way, shape, or form. But however, do I really need to see Seth Rollins gargling on his blood on the outside after he fucking damn near kills this guy? And I mean kills this guy. He stacked like 57 chairs on him and a fucking toolbox and a fucking ladder and a kitchen sink and a partridge in a pear tree. And then he gets talked out of hitting him with a sledgehammer. And 28 minutes later, he finally hits him with a sledgehammer. This hurt me. This hurt me so much. Save the fucking blood for the Halloween show. Okay, I don't need to see it. You fucking ruined what could have been a great main event. So all in all, this show was. I'm gonna say this show was bad. This show wasn't good. It wasn't good. Was it tolerable? Sure. Was it terrible? Probably not. But it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and I will stick to that. But with that being said, there's only one more thing worth looking forward to, and that is the upcoming draft with a lot of help from Fox. So maybe this draft's going to feel a little bit more, maybe a little bit more sports worthy. Rob, I know, I get it, my man. I understand it. It's only 2 matches. I understand it's only 2 matches. And I love the Fiend character. But in all reality, like I know, like the man that said it himself, and I can't remember the man that said it, wrestling fans are fickle. I want to say that was a Chris Jericho saying. They're fickle. They will brush off a great idea after one bad showing, let alone, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So, I mean, I enjoyed his first match. I felt it went a little long. I felt he sold a little bit too much, but it was fine. It wasn't terrible. It was all right. Now this one is on the verge of terrible. Again, it was not good. I will not garner it anything close to being good. You cannot go in there, sell for 95% of this match, then pop up like nothing fucking happened, kill this fucking poor guy, and walk out the front door. I don't believe it, and I will not believe it. We had AEW chants and all the other hoopla, blah, blah. So it's pretty obvious that most of the crowd felt similar to we. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. It's getting close to about bedtime for those of you who got work in the morning. I appreciate you guys hanging on, answering the poll questions, being a part of this live video. I'm having fun doing these, by the way. When the rest of the Retro crew is available to do them, we will continue to do them. Every pay-per-view now, NXT, WWE, AEW. So, yeah, that's going to go down. Just like Mike said, he had agreed, or he had congratulated us on all of our new platforms. We are on Spotify. We are on Stitcher Radio, Google Play, SoundCloud.com. If you're not super used to hearing me say SoundCloud.com/SmartMark Radio. We're trying to be anywhere and everywhere. Yeah, we appreciate you guys listening. So check out those shows. This show will drop in its full audio form with awesome intro music and, being autoly corrected so everything sounds fantastic as it should. It'll drop first thing tomorrow morning. This will be your Monday episode. Retro Rewind is being pushed back a day due to, well, the pay-per-view. Let's just be honest here. It was a matter of do this show or do the Retro show. And this show felt more important because, well, it sucked. And I would much rather rate a current show that sucked than talk about a past show that, we could just take care of next week. But don't trip. It's not going to wait next week. It will drop tomorrow evening. Catch it for that. It'll be there ready for your Tuesday morning commutes. So we do apologize for the late drop. Just know that's coming. Also, check out the brand new episode, Mo and the Dead Man present the Wednesday Night Wars. We have the debut episode just dropped today. Is available SoundCloud.com/SmartMark Radio and anywhere else podcasts are found. We are working on a YouTube page for those of you who are interested in checking us out on YouTube. I will add links. I will send out links. Currently, right now, we're only going to have about 2 videos up. Little by little, we're going to be throwing episodes, certain podcasts up there. Not every episode of our podcast is going to go on there. You will get highlights from certain shows and things like that, just to entice you to go check out the official page and all that stuff. So, we can garner your guys' stuff. So I appreciate you. Make sure to check us out on all the social media. Here, of course, on the RWT YouTube, the RWT page, and quite possibly still for the RWT YouTube page. If not, check them out anyway. It's a great channel. Check out Max Wrestling and all the stuff they do, promo, climax, and everything in between. Rob, David, Michael, CJ, I appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you all so much. Check out Paul, RWT Deadman, on Instagram and Twitter. Moni is Rare Chick on here, and you can check our link tree for her Twitter. And yeah, I'll catch you all around the bend. Smart Mark R on Twitter. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Gonna end this video now. Gonna end this video now. It says at the end of this video, you'll be able to choose if you want to save it or delete it.